Today we're going to change the game from hide and no seek to Simon Says. Hello again everyone, I'm Eli's dad with Project Eli, where we educate, we lead, and we inspire. And we are going to start a little series on someone that I admire greatly, a gentleman named Simon Sinek, who is one of the pundits that I religiously listen to, watch, seek out, because he's brilliant and because he makes common sense. Mr. Sinek's focus is on success in the workplace. He believes that the opportunity to love your work should be a right and not a privilege. As we stand here right now today, if you took a poll, and polls have been taken, roughly 75% of the people that work are not satisfied with their work, don't feel excited about it, aren't motivated by it. They need money, they go to work, so they have some responsibility, that's what they do. But wouldn't it be great, once again, let's start with a vision, wouldn't it be great if the place where you worked was encouraging, motivating, innovative, helped you create a vision that you want to embrace, something that you see, something you say, you know what, this is the way it is, we can make it much better, let's do it. Let's do it step by step. In case you're wondering, do I have a bromance with Simon Sinek? The answer is yes. I've never met the man. I've read his books. He's written 3 or 4 books. I've read them all, and I watch all his videos whenever I see them, and he's been on a lot more videos now because of the pandemic, so he's continuing to put himself out there in terms of just simple little tidbits, short little videos. And one of the things, Eli, about a bromance is, now there's a lot of pundits out there. All right, there's one guy, and these are the pundits that I look at, theoretically success preachers, that type of thing, people that have made it, so on and so forth. There's one guy that's in the back of a limousine, this is what I did. And then when, so I said, all right, I'll watch this guy. And he had a thing on sales. Now, I don't know a lot about everything, but I do know a lot about sales. Having been a sales trainer, a sales professional, I know a little bit about that particular subject. And I'm watching his videos and I'm thinking to myself, this is a bunch of crap. All right? This is not the way it really is. And he has a nicely, the messages, the medium is very good, all right? It's interesting. But it's short-lived. And then there's another guy out there that I refer to as the screamer that comes on and just yells and screams and, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Okay, not really the guy I want to follow either. Once again, those types of people have small, short impact. And what I mean by that is you go to, let's say, a seminar or you watch a video with them, but you don't carry it out long term. Simon Sinek is somebody that is calm, that is logical, that is seeking a particular vision, which is creating outstanding cultures in the workplace, somebody that you can follow. And when you're, Eli, looking for a mentor, these are the types of people that you want to be looking for, not the yellers, not the screamers. Bob Anderson, my main mentor, he could yell, okay? He had a pretty good decibel level. However, he also would sit down with you in a very logical, respectful manner, listen, 2 ears, 1 mouth, listen, and from there would take the things that you had said, use them against you, for you, make pointed corrections, so on and so forth. So yeah, do I have a bromance with Simon Sinek? Yes, I do, and hopefully you will as well when we finish this series. So anyway, let's talk a little bit about Simon Says. First of all, one of the things that is critical he calls, and the thing that really brought him to prominence was a TED Talk that he made about what he refers to as the golden circle. And this is something that applies not only in the workplace, but applies to you as an individual. Because he said there's basically three things that are important. One, what we do. Two, how we do it. But most importantly, why we do it. And he points out, he says, think of the different companies, and the company he always likes to use, or the example he always likes to use, is Apple. You know, there's a lot of computer companies out there. Why has Apple been able to rise above the rest? He said, well, you know, most companies come on and they say, we have a great product. You know, it's you know, the computer will help you solve this problem, so on and so forth. He said, but Apple comes out and they say, we do things out of the box. We do things differently. We do things innovatively. And we just happen to make computers. They're easy to use. They get the job done. Would you like to buy one? What is, you know, so the why you're doing something is critical. And that's true as an individual. If you don't have a persuasive why to yourself, then you're going to be easily distracted. If you can't, you know, I mean, think about when you're dating or something, or when you're getting ready to be married. You know, your why is, I want this woman, or I want this man, I want to live with this person forever, I want to have a family with this person, I want to share my life with this person. All right, what you do, you know how to do that. How you do it, okay, you know how to do that. But if you don't have that why, you're not going to have a marriage, are you? That's the critical thing. Every organization and career focuses on those three things in the golden circle. What you do, how you do it, but most importantly, why you do it. And you know, how are innovative visions popularized? Well, Simon has really what I thought is a brilliant answer, and he talks about this in terms of his career as an author and so on. You know, he says, I don't concern myself with the sale of books. He's an author, doesn't concern himself with the sale of books. How come? Well, my focus is to get the values that I have, the ideas that I have out there, and to share them with people. And he says there's all sorts of gimmicky ways to pump up numbers, to increase book sales, so on and so forth. What I'm interested in is getting my values, my ideas, my thoughts out there to people that believe what I believe. Those are the people I'm targeting for. And the way any product goes from a revolutionary idea to mainstream, and Eli, I'll give you a couple of examples in my life. First of all, I remember working at this place, and this company came by and they said, we have this great new thing called the internet. And they took us over to their offices and they showed us how this worked and that worked and so on. I mean, this was like, I don't know, in the 80s or so, and nobody had heard of the internet. Your entire life, Eli, you haven't had anything but the internet, but cell phones, any of those things. And they went, they showed us, they said, and look, this is how you can send mail. It goes instantly. You don't have to put it in the mailbox. It doesn't take a couple of days. It gets there instantly. And if you want to deliver a message, it's something you can do right here, right now. You know, it's going to change society. Well, we all walked away from that, and I'm, unfortunately, like most people, a doubter, and I said, well, I don't think that's ever going to catch on. I guess I was a little bit wrong on that, wasn't I? Same thing with computers. When computers first came out, the personal computers, you know, I was in the insurance business, and this company said, we're changing our ways. We're going to individualize the way that we do business by computer, you can change numbers and give somebody more insurance here and less savings there, or you can give people more savings there and less insurance there. This way you can individualize the product that you're selling for the customer by giving the customer more value. Well, did I fight that? No, I don't want to do that. It's not something I want to do. And then because I was forced to do it, I sat down and I started, learning the computer, and had somebody with me that was a little younger, a little more knowledgeable. And we started doing that, and I saw where this was going to be a tremendous advantage in that particular industry. So all new ideas, you fight them. And the way it works is, and you see this today, whenever they come out with a new iPhone as an example, what happens? You have the crowd of people that wait in line around the block. They want to be the first ones to get it. They believe what you believe. They want to be the first ones. Now, they don't have to wait in line, because next Tuesday they can just walk into a store and buy it. But they have to be the first. So you have the people that are the people that are really right there. They believe what you believe. Boom, boom, boom. Then you have the people that say, well, let's see how it works. All right, and those people see how it works and say, okay, I can get on board with that. Then you have the people that are the doubters that say, like, well, I'm not sure that's going to work, and they wait until it becomes more mainstream. So you're starting off with, like, I don't know, 12, 15% of people that are the hardcore, let's do it. Then you have, 30% of people that are the ones that say, well, it looks like it's working, all right, I can go with that. Then you have the people that say, I want to make darn sure it works. And you have the other 30%. And then you have the other people that, are going to fight you all the way until the end. The example he gives is the people that still want to use rotary phones, and the only reason they have a push-button phone is because they don't make rotary phones anymore, so they have to do it. By the way, are we seeing that same kind of scenario somewhat with getting the vaccination shot? I can't believe that everybody is not jumping up and down to go out and get that vaccination. I'm running into a fair number of people that are saying, I'm not sure, I read this and I saw that and so on and so forth, and it's not something I understand. But I'm starting to see that the numbers are getting bigger. The people are saying, well, it looks like it's working, all right, and those numbers will eventually increase. But so that's how new ideas get popularized. They start with the core hard group. And the point that Simon Sinek is making is, when you have a new innovative idea, don't make the mistakes that a lot of people and companies make, which is to try and get their idea accepted by the mainstream, because that's not the way ideas get accepted. They get accepted by focusing on the people that believe what you believe, and then it expands outwardly from that until it becomes more of a paradigm shift where people say, okay, that makes sense, let's do it. So when you have a new idea, a new innovative thought, a new way to do something, don't be discouraged if most people say, it ain't gonna work, all right? Because you're looking at somebody that said, the internet, the computer, come on. That's the way most people typically respond. Seek out those people that believe what you believe and get them to parrot the things that you're saying. That's how good ideas spread. Now, one of the things I want to make a change is I want to change the ending of this video. And one of the things that Simon Sinek points out is that when you lose the passion for what it is that you're doing, then you start to go on autopilot. How many of you are at work on autopilot? Is that really something where you want to spend the greatest part of your day being on autopilot, or do you want to be excited and motivated? So we're going to change our ending, and our ending formerly was, we never end a meeting on a philosophical note. Let's get out there and charge. That still stands, but let's make this more individualized. And here's our new ending, which is, don't ration the passion, fashion the passion. I'm Eli's dad.